The general trend is that the Bodhisattva said that people who have practiced in previous lives, there must be some special signs in this life. In today's video, we will explore the general trend to the Bodhisattva together, the profound beginning of vegetarian marriage and spiritual signs. This is not just a classical education in Buddhism. He reveals to us the root of goodness within each of us. Connection with destiny. No matter what path you take in Buddhism, still have a certain understanding. This education, it can bring you new inspiration and thinking. Today we will discuss together 7 signs of past life practice. They will quietly manifest in this life. It helps us understand our inner selves more clearly. Guide us on the path of spiritual practice. Through the beginning of the Master Bodhisattva, we can not only understand why are some people born predisposed to Buddhism, and some people are far removed from Buddhism. It is better to find your own path of practice. If you like this kind of depth, analyze the content of Buddhism, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a message and tell me your understanding of this education or questions. Let's communicate and share together. If you are ready, just come with me. The light of wisdom of the Master Bodhisattva. Let's start today's video. On a spring morning, the sun has just shone into Lingshan ancient temple. The layers of electronic language. In the morning light, there is a solemn and peaceful atmosphere. 4 miles of cigarettes curl. The smell of argowood wafts leisurely, as if with a soothing power. Let everyone who steps into the temple, my heart unconsciously quieted down. On the wide square in front of the Noble Palace, it is already densely packed with thousands of star species. They come from all over the world. Identities vary. There are plain-dressed farmers. There are well-dressed business people. There are also refined-looking readers. Everyone has a devout heart. Sitting there quietly, waiting for the start of a scholar's ceremony. Everyone has anticipation on their faces. Eyes are not disappointed to the sky. Seems to be looking forward to something. Just when everyone was looking forward to it, the sky suddenly changed. I saw the original blue sky. I don't know where these huge clouds are coming from. The clouds are as white as snow, stacked on top of each other. It's like a fairy palace in the sky. Then Riki came from all directions. The entire Lingshan ancient temple are shrouded in a piece of auspicious light. In the center of this light, the Master refers to the Bodhisattva who sacrificed himself. The Bodhisattva exudes a soft golden light. That light illuminated the entire Noble Palace. It also illuminates the faces of every believer. His eyes were kind and gentle, as if I could see everything in the world. He stood there quietly. It's like a perpetual lighthouse, bringing people endless hope and strength. Bodhisattva looked at all beings under the stage. He slowly opened his mouth and said that today is destined for you. Start an important topic for everyone. All beings often ask, why are some people born with Buddhism? When I hear the Dharma, my heart rejoices. Some people have no confidence in Buddhism, even grow fat. Why are some people naturally compassionate? Some people are violent. All of them are related to Sue's marriage. The Buddha's voice is deep and powerful. It seems that there is a special magic Let everyone present hear it clearly. The voice just fell. The white-haired person in the audience, the old cultivator, stood up. He was wearing a washed, somewhat white robe. Although old, but there is a sense of firmness and persistence in his eyes. He puts his hands together, respectfully asks the Bodhisattva for mercy. Disciples have been practicing for decades. I think about that a lot. What exactly is a vegetarian marriage? How to tell? Does one have a foundation for vegetarian practice? The general trend is that the Bodhisattva smiled slightly. That smile is like a flower blooming in spring, full of warmth and love. He said, "Good. Good." And that's what we're going to start with today. Let me tell you a story. A long time ago, there was a prosperous dynasty. In an ordinary town of this dynasty, there lived a pair of twin brothers. The two brothers look remarkably similar. Unfamiliar people can't tell the difference at all. However, their temperaments are completely different. My brother is naturally compassionate and kind. As long as you see poor people on weekdays, he will always lend a helping hand without hesitation, whether it's some food or some old clothes. He did it willingly. I met a child crying on the side of the road. He goes up to them and he asks them patiently, coax the child, until the child smiles. What about the younger brother, but very greedy and selfish? He is always thinking only of himself. You will quarrel with others for a little profit. Seeing weak people not only won't help, instead, he will rely on his own strength to bully others. One day, the brothers went out on business together. They passed by a run-down temple. The walls of the temple are already mottled. A lot of tiles fell off the roof. Looks very shabby. From the temple came a melodious chanting. The sound seemed to have a magical power. Through the noise around, getting into people's ears, brother heard a cry. I was immediately hooked. He stops, standing there quietly listening. The chanting, it was like a spring flowing into his heart. Let his heart rise with infinite joy. He closes his eyes. Immerse yourself in this beautiful sound. As if forgotten, everything around. And the younger brother scoffed at it. He frowned, a look of disdain on his face. What's so good about having a pouch in your mouth? It's just boring chanting. And he turns around and he's ready to leave. Then an old monk in the temple seems to have sensed movement outside, slowly came out. He saw the brothers' different reactions. He stopped his brother and said, "Single man, did you know? Why are you so different from your brother?" My brother heard the old monk's words. He shook his head with some doubts and said that the disciple was stupid. Asked the master to start. The old monk looked at his brother with deep eyes. Slowly speaking, this starts from your previous life. 500 years ago, you are a devout practitioner, chanting sutras every day to worship Buddha. Make good connections. Every time you read a scripture, all with a sincere heart. Treat everyone with kindness. And your brother is a Buddhist business person. All day long, I only know how to pursue interests. All he could think about was how to make more money. how to make your life better, but never cared about the lives of others. Although you are brothers in this life, but due to different vegetarian reasons, and have a completely different mood. After listening to the old monk's words, my brother suddenly realized a mixed emotion welled up in his heart. There are feelings about the practice of the previous life. I also have concerns about my brother's current situation. He quickly asked the old monk for advice. How can I help my brother change? The old monk smiled and replied that karma is like a seed. Plant in this life. Avoid flowering and fruiting in the afterlife. You have to influence him with compassion. Let him plant roots in this life. You have to influence him with your words and deeds. Show him the power of kindness and compassion. Since then, brother is more economical. He gets up early every day and reads the scriptures. And in daily life, always treat everyone with compassion. A person sees that his brother is still the same, but never angry. Instead, I am more patient to influence him. Once my brother, because of a little thing, a dispute with a neighbor, I almost did it. After my brother found out, he quickly went forward to stop it. He didn't blame his brother. Instead, he calmly told his younger brother, "We should be more tolerant and kind. Don't get into conflict with others over little things. This will only make you and others unhappy." The younger brother didn't care at first, but seeing my brother's sincere eyes, I can't help but be touched. Gradually, under the influence of my brother's heart began to change. When he saw his brother helping others, satisfied smile, see those who are being helped, gratitude for my brother. Something inside him began to change. He began to try to help others, even if it's just a trivial thing. Slowly, he also developed confidence in Buddhism. The general trend is that the Bodhisattva talked about it here. He glanced at all the beings under the stage and said, "Everyone." You can see what happened to the brothers later. All beings under the stage are pure. Keep your eyes on the Buddha, waiting for the Buddha to reveal the answer. The entire Noble hall was extremely quiet, like the sound of a needle falling to the ground. Can hear. The trend is so great that the Bodhisattva continued to say, "I want to tell you today, those who have practiced in previous lives, there must be some special signs in this life. These signs are like imprints, burned deep in everyone's soul. The brother because of continuous practice, good roots run deep. Later, he was in the realm of tact. The younger brother planted good roots. In the afterlife, he became a monk. This is the power of marriage. The Buddha then moves on to a previous life as a practitioner. 7 signs of life. The first is related to Buddhism. As soon as I hear the Dharma, my heart is born. Rejoice as a long han meets nectar. This is because of Buddhist practice in previous lives. Planted good roots. It's like morning dew evaporating into the sun. The root of goodness meets Buddhism and naturally appears. When you first hear about Buddha's teaching, the heart was deeply touched. That joy and emotion, it's beyond words. Like someone who has been wandering in the dark for a long time. Suddenly I saw a ray of light. The heart is full of hope and warmth. Second nature, mercy. Empathize with the suffering of all beings. Likes to help others. This is because of the practice of compassion in previous lives. This life comes naturally, like a lotus flower that emerges from the mud without staining it. The more compassion is sharpened, the brighter it becomes. Watching others suffer, you can't help but feel sorry. Do your best to help them. Whether it's giving a hungry person a bite of food, or give comfort to those who are sad, you will do it without hesitation. Third, peace of mind. Unmoved by the outside world, can maintain inner peace. And that's because meditation in a previous life developed concentration. Like a deep pool, the wind cannot make waves. In this complex world, facing various temptations and distractions, you can always maintain a calm heart, not being influenced by external things. No matter what happens, you can think calmly, make the right judgment. Fourth, wisdom is keen. It is easy to understand Buddhism, able to deeply appreciate. This is because the Yangtze classics developed wisdom in previous lives. Like a seed meeting the soil indicated, nature thrives. When you study Buddhism, you will find that a lot of reasons can be understood at once, but also understand the deeper meaning. You can draw inferences from one, apply the wisdom of Buddhism to your life. Make your life better. Fifth, don't be greedy. Little love for world fame, not trapped by material desires. This is because of the feat of the previous life practice. The cultured centrifuge is like water droplets on a lotus leaf, round but not sticky. In this materialistic society, you will not be taken by money, bewitched by status and power. You know how to be content, will not pursue more material comforts, and lose yourself. You place more emphasis on inner fulfillment and spiritual abundance. Number 6, charity. Like giving, don't practice finance. This is because of the rest and giving in the previous life. Cultivated compassion. Like the sea accommodating 100 rivers. The more you give, the richer you get. You are willing to share your finances with others. Help those in need. You know it's happier to give than to take. And it doesn't just help people. You can also let your heart become more generous and compassionate. 7th, respect 3 treasures. Dharma. The 3 treasures of Sangha rise in sincere faith and respect. This is because he was close to the 3 treasures in his previous life. Planted mountain roots. Like a sunflower following the sun. Nature moves towards the light. You are full of reverence and love for Buddhism. Show respect to every monk. Value every opportunity to learn Buddhism. You believe that by practicing Buddhism, capable of enabling oneself and others, all achieve liberation and happiness. These 7 signs may not be present at the same time, but as long as there is one of them, it means that sex must have been repaired in the previous life. Like a seed, although buried deep underground, but encounter the conditions of the indication, will germinate. Practice is like sailing against the current. Advance or retreat. Even if you practice in previous lives, if you don't continue to work hard in this life, good roots will gradually fade away. Like an oil lamp. If you don't fill the oil in time, will eventually go out. Therefore, Zhu Weiruo found himself with these symptoms. Cherish this kindness even more. Diligent practice. If these signs are missing in this life, don't lose heart. Start practicing now. Plant good roots. The afterlife will surely bear fruit. On the way to practice, no one is an outsider. Everyone is reincarnated in marriage. Choose between good and evil. The important thing is to recognize your own good roots and continue to cultivate. Let him take root and sprout, blossom and bear fruit. As the story of the brothers tells us, although marriage determines the starting point of this life, but it doesn't determine the end. Although my brother disdained Buddhism at first, but because of my brother's compassion, eventually planted good roots. This is where the scholar of Buddhism comes in. As long as you plant good roots, one day it will bloom and bear fruit. Remember, everyone is the creator of their own destiny. Good roots are like seeds. Plant in this life. The afterlife will surely sprout far away. You can all recognize your own good roots. Economic practice, early realization. The general trend is so great that the Bodhisattva finished saying the clouds are thicker. Ruichi is also rising more and more. In the sound of the tripod of all beings, Bodhisattva turns light and goes away, and the beginning was later recorded. Seen through the ages, metrify infinite beings. Since then, every time someone asks, why do some people have a relationship with Buddhism, and some people miss it? The wise will speak. The beginning of the Master Bodhisattva. Because this is the beginning, not only does it reveal the secrets of marriage, points out the direction of practice. In this troubled time, everyone is searching for their place. And the beginning of the Bodhisattva is like a beacon. Illuminate the hearts of all living beings. Guide people to explore their own good roots. Diligent practice. And finally to enlightenment.